Guys, don't run that way. That's a death trap right there. That was stupid of me. Don't ever run straight up the middle like that right towards the enemy spawn. They have the high ground advantage, and you're better off just staying towards the garden. And if you need to push forward, do it through that opening here on the left from the garden. But anyways, you guys have been wanting to see some full gameplay, so I figure I can show you guys a little bit. This is a match I had just the other day. I was playing some mercenary and playing kill confirmed. Obviously, you see the dog tags. You see me getting smashed. But I'm using the starting perks for specialists using extreme conditioning. I got Quickdraw and I have Stalker using the MP7. And I believe, yes I am, I'm using Silencer, using extended mag. That's pretty much a basic for me anytime I'm using specialists. Is I try to use a gun that has really good iron sights, and then I combine it with 2 attachments. I go Silencer, extended mag, and then I work towards my specialist bonus, and hopefully, if all goes well, I end up destroying. But you see right here, basically what I'm doing is I have my teammate here to my left. My teammate is shooting off his unsuppressed gun, drawing all kinds of attention, so I decided not to push forward because most of the time you'll have a sniper or somebody sitting up in the top of the back of their spawn, aiming down sight at you because they know you're coming. And 6v6 is a little different than ground war. And when I'm playing 6v6, what I like to do is I take the real stealth approach. You notice back when I showed you guys my custom classes, if you guys want to see that, just search through my files, go to my videos, and it was helpful custom classes part 2. I showed you guys all my ground war classes. I showed you my 6v6 classes, and I told you, I said, ground war, you don't really need assassin, although it helps, but 6v6 you have to have assassin. It's almost a must because there's so few players on the map that there's a real strong likelihood of somebody running behind you. There's a strong likelihood of people constantly trying to flank you, and there's no one there to really stop them, and there's no one there to die to give away their position, so you don't see that green triangle disappear. One other thing I want to tell you guys is I changed my sensitivity. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll put a link to my Twitter down below, but just keep in mind I don't really go crazy on Twitter. I just tweet every now and then. I might give you guys like some updates or something, but go ahead and follow me. I'll leave a link for you. I recently changed my sensitivity, and sensitivity is something that I've really preached about, like the lower the better. And generally what I've always done in any Call of Duty is I've ran anywhere between a 2 and a 4. When I played Modern Warfare 2, that was my first Call of Duty. When I played Modern Warfare 2, I ran on like a 4 or a 5 sensitivity. And when I got to Black Ops, I stayed in between that 2 to 4 range, but by the end, I was a high preacher of the 2 sensitivity. It's just because the guns the guns took a little bit longer to kill, and there was a real emphasis on long distance shooting, and you had to put a lot of bullets out a lot of time to kill the enemy. So to be able to pop fire and control my gun from long range, I went with the lower sensitivity. But with any Infinity Ward game, any Modern Warfare, I don't know what it is, but I don't know, it seems like the 2 sensitivity is just way too slow compared to Treyarch's sensitivities. So a 2 and Black Ops came out to about a 3 for me in Modern Warfare, which is what I kind of stayed with up until recently. About 2 weeks ago, I switched over to a 4 sensitivity. I bumped it up a little bit because I was watching other people's gameplays, and I kind of was just trying to improve myself. Thinking, hey, what can I get better at? Obviously, my rushing skills need to get a little bit better. My gun skill can always use work. You can never be perfect with everything that you do in this video game. So that's what I like to do, is I like to try to bump up my sensitivity just to see if I can handle it. And then recently I watched a T Martin video, and he was talking about sensitivities, and it kind of just reminded me of something that I really originally thought in Black Ops. I always thought, hey, you know what? I'm watching guys like Ronaldinho play, and I'm like, how does this guy fucking handle the gun so well on a 8 to 10 sensitivity? I'm like, there's no freaking way. Like in Black Ops, I tried doing that. I tried playing on high sensitivity, and I just couldn't do it. But something I noticed, which was surprising, was that I felt the aim assist more. And by aim assist, I mean like the game has built-in aim assist. Whenever you pull your sight up, it automatically, ever so slightly, will drag towards the enemy to help you stay on target. Well, when I run a higher sensitivity, I noticed that the aim assist felt just a tad bit stronger. You could actually feel it more than a low sensitivity. So I started thinking, I was like, well, if I can feel the aim assist more, obviously, you know, I can possibly use this to my advantage, especially in close quarters. So just recently, you know, I bumped up my sensitivity to 10. This match here, I'm playing on a 10. And the same thing happened as I felt that aim assist, you know, that snap-on ability, you know, and I don't know if it's the actual snap-on ability, or I don't know if maybe it's just I can move my crosshairs over the guy faster because the sensitivity is a lot higher. But yeah, the only problem that I've always said is with the high sensitivity, it sucks from long range. There's always going to be that one guy out there that says, "Oh, Oz, you know, you just have to get used to it. I have 30% accuracy and I run on 15 sensitivity." There is no 15 sensitivity, by the way. But anyways, there's always going to be that one guy that says that, and I always say, hey, listen, you're limiting yourself. If you have 30% accuracy with freaking 10 sensitivity, just imagine if you bump that down to, say, maybe a 5 or 6. What type of accuracy you'd have? You'd have insane accuracy. When I play on low sensitivity, I have laser beam accuracy from distance. Like when I was playing on 3, even 4 sometimes, like I could pick guys off across the map with this damn MP7. When I was playing this match here on 10, and I played a lot of games, I played for about 2 days on 10, I could not, for the life of me, hit anything from distance. It's just the fact that with Modern Warfare 3, because they have Stalker and because of Specialist, you know, when you get that little speed proficiency, guys run so freaking fast in this game. You're constantly trying to hit a really fast moving target, a lot faster than things like Black Ops. And especially with Stalker. Stalker really messes things up. Like, that's another reason I don't like using the submachine guns too often, is because of Stalker. You don't need a submachine gun. The big advantage of having a submachine gun is the added mobility. But why do you need added mobility when you have Stalker in the game and you can just strafe around a corner with the strongest guns in the game, like SCAR and ACR? You know, you don't need to do it. But right here, I get my MOAB and just run in here and just, I give this guy the old okey doke, give him the jump shot. That's one thing I always like to do with Stalkers. I like to strafe to one side, and as he's shooting at me, I'll do that jump hop to the other side. And it usually works. That's a really good move I've been using for Modern Warfare 3. I did it in Black Ops, but with Black Ops, I always did that little lay down move at the end. But sensitivity, I actually bumped it down to 6 recently, and I've noticed a huge difference over the 3 and 4 that I was using. 10 is a little too much for me. I can't handle the gun at distance, and because I'm primarily a distance player, it was really limiting my game. Although I did see some really big advantages to you know, whipping my controller around and being able to turn on people. And one of the biggest advantages that I noticed on 10 sensitivity is my ability to escape gunfights, because you can turn so fast. But hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll have another comm out here shortly. I don't know if it'll be today, you know, later tonight, or if it'll have to come tomorrow. But be on the lookout for that. Be sure to check out these other 2 videos if you missed them. Peace.